Agyemang-Badu is my special guest in the studio. Emmanuel, good afternoon and welcome to the show.
Good afternoon, my brother.
Hey!
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 Hey! I was surprised you today.
You surprised me.
I was surprised you with something.
Really?
Do you want to see it?
I want to see it, man. Oh, wow. The pictures we took in Italy.
Yes.
Oh, nice. I think
when I was signing the contract with you, you were there.
Yes, I was there.
The moment I was signing it, did an interview with them, then straight away.
Yes.
We did yours.
Yes. Oh, this is lovely.
Yeah, very lovely.
Wow.
You see how I keep things.
I mean, you want it for what? Get away. You want it for what?
No. Before, unless you say
Momo. Yeah, the day you signed your contract with Udinese.
Yes.
Oh wow, I remember. We came all the way to see you.
Yeah.
Really, Charlie, it's been a long while.
Very long time.
And congratulations, you got married.
Thank you very much.
So you're officially off the market.
Oh, I have been off the market a long time. Yeah. Oh,
oh, that's nice. Good to see you.
Good to see you, my brother.
Yes, and I'm sure that since you have you officially called off your career?
Well, how do I even say it? Okay, so I brought a letter out that officially for the national team, I am done with the national team, but to finish entire career, so no.
You're still not done.
Yeah, but I've been home for 2 years now without the club, and I think it's time that I have to think about different things.
Is your body telling you can still play?
Oh yes, the body is still responding. I train and I've been playing actively as well. I train every blessed day. So, and 1.5 years ago, I was with the Great Olympics as well.
Yes, I remember.
It's not that too long that I've sat at home, and the body is still responding. But for now, I don't have a club, so I don't know how, if I start training with a proper club, how my body will respond and how, because training alone and training with club is different.
Yeah.
So it depends. But if by June, maybe I might call it and just push to something else, but I will still be in football.
But you know that you're one of the people who deserves a testimonial.
Well, thank you very much for saying it, but I think...
No, seriously, you deserve a testimonial.
I think the country should have done a lot for me, so if even it doesn't come, I appreciate it.
No, it has to come.
If that's why we use the word even. If it doesn't come, I appreciate it.
Because among your peers and among the people you've played with on the continent, they still value you a lot. And I think that, there should be a testimonial for you.
Well, I still appreciate what the nation have done for me.
We'll start from, how you left Ghana and all of that. But before then, your formative years, I mean, when you started it off, Colts, you played for Colts, where exactly? Schools football or Colts, or where did you start from?
So, I'm from Sekwa. That's the Bono. I don't know if Bono East or Bono West.
So now you're a future MP of Sekwa. Because I heard you had political ambitions.
Nah.
Not now, but in future you would stand for MP.
I don't know, but my mind is not there now.
NDC chairman's hometown.
Yes.
Sekwa.
Yes.
Okay.
That's where I'm from.
Okay.
That's where my mother is from. My father. That's where I schooled, and it was through school games that one of our teachers spotted me. So we were having one man who was a referee, Berekum. So he called him and told him that, you have seen some young kid, Sekwa here, is very good footballer, so if you can pursue him. So the man came and watched my games, and he was amazed. And at that time, my mom wanted me to further my education. You know how it is in the villages. Dabi, you not allow him to go. When is he going to make it from Sekwa to Berekum to Sunyani to Kumasi to Accra before going outside? Quite a while. So, but I think at that time, my manager, Ibrahim Dramani, I still live with him for more than 18 years now. He was managing one of our ex-players, Samuel Tre, and John Pensa as well. My John moved from Berekum to Liberty Professionals. So he came with my manager. Then they tried to convince my mom. The first day it was very hard. So he left. He came the following week, and he was able to convince my mom, and they allowed me. At that time, I was playing for Division 2 in Sekwa. My manager's club was Division 3, Berekum. So after, it was a controversy as well that, oh, you are moving from Division 2 to Division 3, and that means you are declining. But I didn't see that way. I saw that he have an eye for players. He have managed on Pencil, who was in the national team at that time. Samuel Che was playing in Egypt. Once have a call up to the national team. So there is a chance there. It's not the club I was going to play. So I need to better my skills and try to make it, and I will get a chance.
Yeah.
So he went to my club and got my card, and I moved from there to Berekum. That's where all started.
Wow. Wow. And when you started, what was your original position?
I operate from behind the striker, or I operate from the flanks. That's number 11. I was very quick and sharp.
Okay.
Very, very.
So how did you convert into a central midfield role like that?
It was Claude Leroy.
Oh, Claude changed you?
Yes.
Okay, we'll come to the national team, I mean, and your positions and all that. Because in Udinese, you played a different role.
Yes.
In Udinese.
Because we played 3-5-2.
Right, so I saw you play a different role in Udinese.
Yes.
Okay, so from when you moved from there, and then you came to Accra?
So when I moved from Sekwa, I came to Berekum. At that time, it was second division. So after the first year, I was able to score a lot of goals. So after the first year, I moved straight to Berekum Arsenal.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was first year loan. That was January to June. That was 6 months loan. From Division 2 to the Premier League, it was really tough for me. So after my loan deal, I reverted back to my former club. That is the second division. And I told my manager that I want to stay for another 1 year, have a full preseason with the team so that I can test the league how it is. So I signed another loan with Berekum Arsenal. That was full 1 year loan. So I went on preseason with them and everything. And when the league started, I was everywhere. I was scoring, and we qualified for the top 4 as well that year. And I was able to play very well in the top 4. That's why I got a call up to the national under 20 that you have a tournament in South Africa called SASL tournament.
Okay.
Yeah. So from the second division, I moved to Berekum Arsenal.
Right. And so that was when you got your call to the national team.
Yes.
Okay. Now, how did you end up in Europe?
Okay. So we came back from the tournament, and I went back to Berekum. And that season, I did very well. So Kotoko was after me, and they didn't know I was on loan. So they were speaking to Yakubu Moro, may his soul rest in peace, and he said he will not sell. So some of the circles in Berekum alerted Opoku Fiifi, may his soul rest in peace as well, that no, he's on loan at Berekum Arsenal. He have reverted back to Berlin FC. So they should go straight to Berlin. My manager too is a fan of Asante Kotoko. So they called him and said, yes, the guy have come back because his loan deal is done with Berekum Arsenal. And they said, okay, they want him buy. They wanted to buy. And my manager told them that no, he will give a loan, free loan, because of the love we have for Kotoko, because he doesn't want to take anything by a free loan. So it was back and forth, back and forth. I wanted to go to Kotoko as well because I wanted to better my CV. I've played from second division to Premier League Berekum Arsenal. If after 1 year or 1.5 years, I got a chance to move to Kotoko, it would be great for my career. At that time, House of Folk came, Tema Youth came, Heart of Lions, a lot of the clubs. But I wanted to play for Asante Kotoko. So we spoke to them and we did the deal. Fortunately or unfortunately, I played only 2 games for Asante Kotoko because of the national teams. At that time, I was in the national team. I was with the national under 17 team, the team that's last took to the World Cup. I was with them before they left. They dropped me on the later part of when they.
Which of the World Cups?
With Berekum Arsenal and Sadiq Adams.
I can't remember which.
Yeah,
which
I can't
year
recall
that
myself. Yeah, I was camped with them, and so I couldn't. So I went back. It trained very hard, and when they came back, they promoted some of the players to the under 20. At that time, I was with the national under 20. Okay. Because I already went to Sasol tournament, and Mr. Jordan Anagula, at that time he knew me already. So when they came and they have another call up, they called me. That's why I moved to Kotoko. At that time I was there. So I was playing for the national under 17, national under 20. At that time, the first edition of the Chan local blasters and the senior blasters. I was going
In and out.
In and out. So I was the national team. You come back, join Kotoko, then there's a national team assignment. Then you go, be in camp for 2 weeks, go to tournament, you will come back, play one game, then there is here. And so my contract ends because it was a loan deal. Yeah.
So when it ended, then what?
So when it ended, at that time you already went to the national under 20.
So you've been exposed.
To expose. I was exposed. So it was Berlin FC who sold me direct to Udinese.
Okay.
Because it was a 1 year they were Kotoko, and after it's done, and I went back to Berlin FC. So when I was going to the World Cup, I was a player for Berlin FC. But
why did I think that you were a player for Liberty at some point?
No, I didn't. Liberty, I didn't.
Yeah, I think because of the Derek Boateng's and all. Samuels. I always put you around Liberty.
That transition from Liberty to Udinese. So when I went to Udinese, a lot of people thought
you were coming from
Liberty Professional.
Yeah. So you were from Berlin FC straight to Udinese.
To Udinese, yes.
How much did they buy you for?
You see, this kind of thing is a club to club. But if I'm not mistaken, it's around maybe 500,000 assets.
Okay.
Yeah.
But for you as a player, how much did you make? Because that was the first time you were going to get such a big deal.
Yeah, but
going to Europe.
But listen, Berekum Arsenal, my salary was today it would be like 30 cedis. At that time they call it 300. Was it 300 cedis? Yes.
300 cedis.
Yeah, now it's 30 cedis, right?
Yeah.
So Berekum Arsenal, that was my salary. So imagine moving from a club that pays, and when I was there, I was taking 400 cedis. So imagine moving from there, you go to Europe, and even if they will say they will give you 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, you will take it. But it was quite good. From under 20, your first year in Europe, whichever money they give you, that was not the option. The option was to be there, do well, and have an improved contract. But it was good money at that time.
What did you do with the money? The first money that you got?
Buy land.
In Berekum? Or in Sekwa?
Okay, so we were having a house at Sekwa. I moved from Sekwa to Berekum to stay there. So mostly my life was around Berekum. And so I bought the land at Berekum at that time. When I get the money straight away, I went and bought the land. But I think it's not even about the money. It's about the under 20 money we got. Because we played the under 20 before going to Udinese. So when we came back from the under 20, the money I got, I went and bought a land in Berekum.
That was the World Cup?
The World Cup, yes.
In Egypt?
In Egypt,
okay.
Yeah.
We'll come to the World Cup in Egypt. So when you made that money, you bought the land?
I bought the land.
And then you started building something?
No, I was able to fence it. I left it a bit. Then after I signed for Udinese and I have some small money as well, I renovated some of the houses in the village and tried to sort one or two things. You know, in the village you need to sort a lot of stuff. Then I started building the one in Berekum.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many are you? How many siblings do you have?
11. Unfortunately, we lost 2.
11?
Yes. Last but one.
Same dad, same mom?
Yes.
Hey, where are you, mom? And you were the last but one?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I can understand that. That's you have a certain relationship with your mother, which is different.
Because I lost my dad early when we were in school. So my mom really did a good job and took care of all of us. So
were you the only one who played football?
My junior brother was also a footballer, but I injured him. Yeah, there was this Hazan Kotoko games, you know, in the villages, Has supporters and Kotoko supporters. I was a Kotoko supporter, but I was having a soft spot for Hasselhoff because of the 64 battalions.
Okay.
You know, you beat them 4-0, they will come back and beat you at that time. So he was playing for Hasselhoff. But that is the mentality I had. It's a game, and anything can happen, and you can get injured. So he get injured, broken leg, and he couldn't continue. He's a doctor now.
He's a doctor?
Yes.
If you just tuned in, I am speaking to Emmanuel Agyemang-Badu, one-time Black Star player, and of course for Udinese as well. He played for under 20, under 17, and he's paid his dues for the national team of Ghana. So if you just tuned in here on Sporty FM on the SportyDrive, he is my very special guest. Now let's look at the preparations towards Egypt 2009. You guys had conquered Africa first.
Yeah.
Did you think that you were going to lift that? At what point did you have confidence you're going to win the tournament?
Okay, first, we conquered Wafu in Nigeria. we came back and went to Rwanda and won the under 20 AFCON as well. So I knew we were having a solid team because of the transition we got. Imagine after the under 17 World Cup, we had Abiku Kwanzaa, Sadiq Adan, Ransford Saint, a lot, like 5 or 6 players was promoted to the national under 20. When they came, I was there, Samuel Inkum was there, Dominica Dia. So the cohesion and transition period was there. So we were having a proper team, bench solid team as well. So when we won the under 20 World Cup, the AFCON, I wasn't too surprised. But after we beef up the team as well, because World Cup is a higher stage. No, even we beef up the team before going to the World Cup. When we came back from the WAFU, we told the coaches that they need to beef up the team because WAFU, the standard is not up to the African Cup. So they bring in Andre Dedeyu. At that time, I think Opari was at Real Madrid as well. So he came in and we won the 20 World Cup, the African Cup. So when we went to Aspire Academy, that's where we were preparing for the World Cup. If you see how camp was solid, we do everything together, meetings, we hold everything together. We respect the leaders that was there to make sure that things will go on. We go every time in the players' room to ask them if someone have a problem.
But during WAFU, Dede was not in the squad.
No.
During the AFCON, he wasn't in the squad.
No, the AFCON he was there.
He was there.
Yes.
Okay.
So after the WAFU, that's where they beef the team.
Okay.
So even the WAFU, I think Opara themselves were not there.
But WAFU, who captained you?
WAFU, I think is it Ransford saying?
Ransford.
Yes.
Okay. But when they came for the AFCON,
yes,
then they made Dede the captain.
Yes.
And then they did captain again at the World Cup.
At the World Cup.
Okay.
So in camp, everything was solid. We have a transition and we are not struggling to even give passes because when I close my eyes, I know where Rabi was going. Ransford played with Abiku Kwanzaa in the under 17 before moving there, so they know themselves. So it was easier for us. When we were in the AFCON in WAFU, we spoke to ourselves that when you go to semi-finals, automatically you qualify for the World Cup.
World Cup, yes.
So we wanted to qualify for the World Cup, but after qualifying for the World Cup, we sat down, had a meeting, and I said, guys, where we have reached, if you improve a little bit, we can win the cup. Let's try and win. WAFU, you win this one, it will be good for us. So we said, no, not chilling, no resting. Let's go on board, and we all come together and win the under 20. So when we were going, okay, our plan was maybe to reach semis, so that at least we can have something to talk about. But after winning the games and we saw the team we were going to meet at the semis, we knew we can go for finals. So we said, okay, I think we are meeting Venezuela, our team, some club, some country like that. Then we had a meeting there. Andre said, Charlie, where we have reached now, Venezuela, we can beat them. Brazil is playing on Friday and we are playing on Saturday. Obviously, Brazil will beat their opponents. So we try to beat them. Even if we go to finals and Brazil beat us, everybody will be okay with it. At least it's Brazil who are beating us. It's not like a certain country that are beating us and it will be a disgrace. Yeah. So we regroup ourselves very well, concentrate, and we won against them. And we qualify for the finals. That 2 days, no sleep. Too many thinking. Too much thinking.
Everybody was...
Yeah, and our body was drained. You know, the whole tournament, it was very difficult. Playing with South Korea, it was like playing with military.
Yeah.
After the game, 2 days...
South Korea, you played 22 against 11.
You know, after it took us 2 days to recover. Yeah, and the D-Day came.
So when you got to the finals, and before you guys got to the stadium to dress up in the dressing room, what did Anagula tell you guys?
Mr. Anagula is
Silas.
Well, they have their slogan, Kum Faya Kum. What is written is written. Mr. Anagula is one person, the kind of trust and belief he have in the team, I have never seen some in my life before. He will tell Agyemang, we are going to win this game and we are taking the cup home. After our second game, I said, this man, why? We have England, we have Brazil, we have this kind of country, Spain. Why is this man so 100% sure that we are going to win this cup? Well, I don't know. We will push. I don't know what he have, but he knew also have to pray for us. And Slash, every time is kum fire kum, what is written is written. And he think it's written that we are going to win the cup, because for a year that's a club, a national team have won Wafu, AFCON, and the kind of squad we have at that time, he was very optimistic as well. And normally teams is not based on only your best 11. When you see our bench. Opoku Ajimai was there. Ganu was there. Abeku Kwansan was there. Even Daniel Opari was at the bench. So we were very optimistic, and I get the confidence after our group stages. So the finals were there, and we went for lunch. No, that was breakfast. Mr. Jordan came and he said, "What I told you is happening. And the president wants to talk to us. You know, it's like a tradition for the national teams." So the president called. At that time, Mr. Tamils, may he so respect, he was the president. He called, and they connected with the speaker. He spoke to it. But I have a mentality. When you have a privilege to play for the national team, you don't wait for your mom or the president to call you before you get that kind of mentality to play. It's a privilege.
Yeah,
you are more than 5 million players. So if you have been called for 23 players for the country, you have to be privileged, and you need to fight for the badge and for yourself. Make the nation proud, make yourself proud, and friends and family proud.
If you are standing in the line and the national anthem is being played and you put your hand on your chest, what runs through your mind?
At times I cry. I say, why me? Why all like 2 million players? Why me? And I need to make the nation proud. That's the only thing that I say in my head.
Now, in that game, as soon as the game started, not too long, then we got a red card.
Yes.
How did you guys readjust? You're playing against Brazil, you are 1 man down, and you are playing almost 70 minutes of the game with 10 men against Brazil.
Okay, so I will come there. So after speaking to the president, we went back to our rooms, rest, and we came back around like 5. When we got out from the hotel, and you see the supporters out, it's not only Ghana, Egyptians, every country in Africa here, everybody is supporting like this. We sat in the bars, we went to the stadium, and we can do the warm-up time. 80,000 capacity. Stadium was full. You will say, okay, like 2,000 supporting Brazil, but at least we have like 75 or 78 people supporting you in the stadium. And just imagine. So we're very confident. That is why I got like confident that, okay, whatever happens, we are going to win this game. Then unfortunately, on the 27th minute, we had the red card, Daniel Ado. Slats didn't do any changes. He told me to play 4 and 6. So I was playing two positions, and Rabi was helping me. So he withdraw a bit the day back from the flanks to come and add to the midfield, so that we can block double, because they were having Douglas Costa, Texera. I have given penetration passes, and we said whatever it is, we are playing in Africa. We don't know when Ghana or any African country will reach finals again. If you win this cup, we don't know when Africa or Ghana national team will win an under-20 World Cup again. So whatever we will do to win this cup, we will do it. And it's last game. Even if we take us 1 year to recover, we will take it, because after this game, I will be more than 20 years. I cannot play for an under-20 World Cup, under-20 tournament again. Most of the guys there, everybody cannot play. So let's do something for ourselves and make the nation proud. And when the recovery, that is what we gathered and spoke to ourselves. And we went in the game, and it went well for us.
Now, when you got to the penalties, because I'll come to the other things, but when you got to the penalties, did you decide, or did you choose to play last?
I was very stubborn in camp. I was like the youth organizer.
You like the move?
Yeah, and they will tell you, this. Then I go, and you will not agree. You will not agree, guys. Let's stand on our grounds. This is this. So I will be leading such agenda. Then they know I'm a very good shooter of the ball. Like I point the ball very hard well. Penalties, I wasn't that good. So at training grounds, all the time I will be joking with it. So Silas will tell you that, hey, with your shot to the winning ball. So when it comes to the penalty kicks, please don't bring your things here. Allow my best 5 to play. If after there's a chance to play, then that is fine. That one I can decide on that one. So the first names, my name was not in.
Yeah.
It's not like deliberate. I wanted to play last. No, like I was not that good. At training grounds, those people are very good with Jonathan Mensah and Bright Ade. He was one of the best penalty takers. Andrea, you know him. Idea, you know he was very good. Samuel Nko was very good, but Bright Ade was one of the best. So when the list came, and I was confident, and unfortunately, those who think they were the best missed that penalty kicks. But I wasn't worried. So if you see the video, when Bright missed the penalty, I walked to him. I told him that, Charlie, like it's gone. They will miss this, and we will win the cup. So we pick him.
You
we
were
came
that
back.
confident?
No, I was. When we got to the penalties, I was. After holding Bright, they won 120 minutes. And penalties, and I know Daniel Ajay, his strength as well. He was very good at the training grounds. So I was very confident that if you were able to score hours, Daniel will save some of the penalty kicks. That was the confidence I have when we get there. And he did a great job for us as well.
Okay, now let me take you back to when you were just taking the walk.
But a lot was going on.
What was going through your mind?
Sweat. Ghana penalty, they can do you and undo you. Now my career is taking shape. If you miss the penalty, will I go back to Sekwa? Even if I was going back to Sekwa, I have to come to Accra, pick trotro here to Sekwa.
Now, listen carefully to this side of it.
Oh, emotions.
I know.
Our time flies. Been 16 years.
Yeah.
Oh.
So anytime you hear this, or you watch it on YouTube or any other place, and you see yourself walking down there, because look at the size of the pitch, and you're walking from center, you alone, all that to that side. Anytime you're walking down there, right now as you sit listening to this, what's running through your mind?
Oh, like yesterday, I think you go on my social media and a lot of people will be posting it to me and tagging me, so I will forget and just go and open it and say, then I start panicking as if I'm now going to play the penalty. I will hold my phone there, I'll start ish. Then I just remember the say I jumped. Still recall, I said no, but a lot of emotions because a lot was going on and
were you scared?
I wasn't.
It's not about the 80,000 people watching you, but millions across the world.
I wasn't too scared because at that time, before going to the tournament, I have the privilege to be in the senior blasters. And that time, you know the kind of players that are there. Stephen Appiah, Mike Lacey, and Sule Muntari, Samoa Jan, John Pencil. So I gained some confidence from them because playing with them, it will give you a lot of aspirations and confidence. So moving from there to the National Under 20 was some mere easy for me as well. So I was a bit scared, but when they were playing the penalty kicks, I was very calm watching the goalkeeper. I wanted to know his strong side and his weaker side. So I was very observant that wherever they play the ball, I need to watch it. My first options was to go for a punch. I wanted to point the ball. But after realizing that none have pointed the ball. But if you were well calm and watching very well, it will be easier for you to score. So if you see, when I was walking towards the ball, I jerked a bit, and he moved to his right side. At that time, he's locked the left side, and he can never turn back. And I said, wait, they're sure to be him. Let me just place it on the ground. And that is really what happened.
Wow. Now here you are, the hero of the tournament.
Running over. After 120 minutes.
Running all over. Where did you get the energy from?
You see, why you score goal, whether you are tired or you have one leg.
No feelings.
No feelings. And okay, so I was having some watch there. At that time, he plays in Egypt. So I told him that if we win the cup or if I'm able to score, I'll run to where he is.
Yeah.
After scoring the goal, I don't know where I was going. I don't even know where he was sitting.
Because all your boys were chasing
Yeah, Pukwajima, everybody was chasing me all out. And It was just a great day.
Wow. Bobo was crying all over the place. He and Jordan
he did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
This kind of men, we don't need to just allow them like that. We need to do a lot for them.
Yeah.
1 year, won 3 caps for the nation. Wafu, AFCON, World Cup. In as much as junior side, 16 years now, it have never happened.
Do you think you were properly rewarded for winning that trophy?
Well, at that time, I think so. I think so. When we came back, most of us have a contract. We got some good teams. And so, in as much the government have done what they could, given the insurance, did a package for us as SARS, and a lot of things. We got a car from it. We came back. They took very good care of us. And now it's a privilege even to sit with you to have a great interview like this. Because if not that, why would I even see you?
But recently you guys, protested against the returns of the investment that was done for you guys.
Oh, yes. But soon you will bring a communique out. I think we're still in there. We haven't done yet. So maybe in a week or 2 weeks' time, we will bring a communique about whatever transpired. Okay.
Now, from 2009, you transitioned into the Black Stars.
Yes.
At that time, you had been playing already.
Yes.
But then the World Cup...
I was not too...
regular.
Active. Yeah, regular.
Yeah, but now here you are, after winning the Under-20 World Cup, some of you were transitioned into the senior national team. Yes. Yourself, Samuel Inkum, Dede Ayew,
yes.
And who else?
Jonathan Mensah.
Yes. Now, at that time, we were going to the World Cup.
No, so it was 2010 AFCON.
2010 AFCON. Angola. We got to the finals and lost 1-0 to Egypt.
Yes.
Now, that was your first major AFCON.
Yes.
Did you think we were going to win that tournament?
Well, when we were going...
because you were a bunch of young boys.
Yes. So
with the only most experienced was Olile maybe.
Yes. Olile was there.
Mike got injured?
No, Mike got injured. Sule couldn't make it. Asamoah Gyan was there as well. Kojo Asamoah was there. And Tunanan was there. Okay, so I was having confidence. But most of our Ghana supporters were saying, okay, they are doing a good transition to the national team. So even if they go and they couldn't do well, we will appreciate them because it's a good transition from the under 17 to under 20. And most of us even play for Black Meteors.
Yeah.
I played some games for Black Meteors, Chan games to the senior blasters. So there was a solid transition and they appreciated it. But we went there, so we didn't go for a lot of supporters didn't go for group stages because they knew, okay, the team we were going with, maybe they might come home.
Yeah, you won't get
then far. That's where we got the One Goal project.
Yeah.
Asamoah Gyan will score, they will come and block the middle and win the game. So
that was Milo's first time.
So from the quarterfinals, you know when you go to tournament and you move from the group stages, that is where you can gain confidence. Then you see the team that is the other group that you are going to meet. Because first 2 games in every tournament is the difficult ones.
Yeah.
You lose one, you drew one, you might go home. And that time, I think when Togo was coming, they had a problem with... no, I don't think it was that year that they have a problem with that accident.
I think it was that year.
That year.
Yeah, that the armed robbers attacked them or something.
Precisely.
Yeah.
So in the group, you are not playing 3 games anymore.
Yeah.
You need to win 1 game and you are there.
You are there, yeah.
Yeah, and the quarterfinals, we made the host nation Angola. When we won a game there, I said, okay, we are going to finals. We go to finals. Our best game of the tournament was against Egypt, and we lost unfortunately.
Yeah, 1-0.
Yeah, because all our games was 1 goal project. We will come defend, then 1-0 full time. This game we opened up, play proper soccer, and lost 1-0. We could have gone for 1 project as well.
Did you think you were going to make it to the World Cup squad that was going to South Africa?
Yes, but I got injured, so I couldn't make it. I was one of the integral part of the team. I scored, I think 3 goals in the qualifiers. And at that time, Udinese, I was playing very, very good, scoring some goals, and there was a lot of attention on me as well. So I was very optimistic that I would be there.
Let's go back to Europe.
Yeah.
Let's go back to Europe. When you signed your contract with Udinese, who were some of the players, big name stars that you met there?
Alexis Sanchez. Antonio Di Natale.
Yeah.
Meti Benatia, he was the Moroccan defender. I think he played for Bayern Munich some years ago. Mauricio Isla from Chile. My big brother Koya Samoa. I play with him as well. Gökhan Inle from Switzerland as well. So, Sami Andanovic of Inter Milan, former goalkeeper.
That guy, I'm sure he's a Ghanaian. Sami Anda, they has Andanovic, they look like a Ghanaian. Bobovic.
Yeah. So you're having some good national team players.
I remember that when I came to see you in Italy.
Yeah.
At one of your training grounds, Di Natalia was training separately from you guys.
We don't need him to train for us. If he gets injured, how are you going to get bonus? There are some people that are untouchable, whether you like it or not. They give you bonuses every Sunday. Allow them to rest. Let's have their personal training.
Why?
Yeah, because he's an icon for the club and for the national team. Those people, when I went there, he have already won the Capo Cabodineri. Like he won the Go King, I think once. He's guaranteed that in the game he will score. Do you need him to be tired in the training ground? No, you need him for free kicks, set pieces, some petty balls. So he only train with us on Fridays. And even Sanchez, when you touch him at training grounds, you ask Joe, I will kick you some. The moment you kick Di Natalia and Sanchez, I will retaliate. Yeah, quite know. I'll make me proud, Mama Minyeska. Yeah, it's like Asamoah.
They were your sure bets.
So bad, like Asamoah in the national team. When he comes and
did you meet Asamoah in Udinis?
No,
he had moved on to Rennes or something.
Come to the national team, he doesn't train. We are fine with it. Sule will give one pass and you have the bonus already. So there are some players. You don't risk them. You don't push them to do a lot.
Because I saw that Di Natalia was always training separately from the team.
Yeah. You just need him on only Sundays to be fresh, and he will deliver. And obviously, you can attest to it that he did a yeoman job for Udinese.
Yeah, because I watched one of your games. Apart from the training, you guys gave us tickets to watch one of your main games, and he delivered.
He and Sanchez.
Yeah,
they will just give you the maximum points.
And then you collect your bonus.
Sharp.
Interesting. So in Udinese, who were did you struggle to fit into that team?
No, so
when you went initially.
Okay, I went straight to the team. You see, I signed a contract, I think on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken, Thursday or Friday.
It was a Thursday.
Saturday I was in camp.
When we came there, it was a Thursday.
Yeah. So Saturday I was in camp. We play. That game was against Fiorentina away, and I came in the 72nd or something minute. So I walked straight to the team, but not maybe 90 minutes. I was playing some quiet minutes. So one day, one of the midfielders got injured. I moved in the team, and that was it. And he was playing Inle, me, and Kojo Asamoah, and we were there. At that time, you have Kojo around you. Proper footballer.
Yeah.
Proper. Good guy.
Yeah.
Inle, he was playing defensive midfield. He played both legs. Excellent player. You have Isla from the flanks, Amero from here, and you have Sanchez and Di Natalia up front. You are good to go. Yeah.
Now, Udinese had been the team where a lot of Ghanaian players, had featured. Steve Napier was there before. Yeah. Asamoah was there.
Please. Our boss was there before all of them. Mohamed Gago. Please, we beg you.
I remember.
He's our overall boss.
I saw his picture in.
Yeah, you are right.
Yes, in his the exhibition room.
Precisely.
Where the trophies were.
Yes.
And he was standing there, and one of your PR guy was asking us a couple of things about Gago.
Charlie, your memory be top notch.
I remember very well in that exhibition room. No, but. You scared us at some point. You scared the whole of Ghana at some point when we heard that you had a heart condition and therefore you can't play football again. What was that story?
Okay, first, let me say, Udinese is a blessing club for Ghanaian players. If not Africa, okay, I can be confident that Ghanaian players is a blessing club for us. Like you said, Gago, Steven, Sule, Asamoah Gyan, even Rabiu and Jonathan Mensah passed through.
Yeah.
Kojo Asamoah and myself. So it was a blessing club for us. So whoever passed there, And we need to salute Gago because he's opened the doors. When he went there, it was like he couldn't do well or maybe manage himself well. It would have blocked all of us our chances.
Yeah.
But he created a huge chance for all of us. So I appreciate him so much. And yes, it wasn't a heart problem.
Okay.
I had clots. I think we were doing the preseason. And you know, at that time, June, July, the heat and stuff like that. So we had one of the friendly games. I think I have a deep knock. So I think there was a bit of blood that was clot in my lungs. I didn't feel anything. I played all the game, went home, following day, did the recovery. So after the recovery, when we went for dinner, when I breathed, then I felt something in my lungs. I said, what is that? So I reported it to the doctor. Then he said maybe I had a knock, so he would give him some medicine to take. And I took the medicine. I didn't feel anything again. The following day I trained. Then I played another friendly game. So when I went, we left the camp. We were in Austral. So we left there and go home. At that time I moved from Udinese to Verona. I was with Hellas Verona. So I was sleeping around like 12. Then it was very intense now. And when I breathe, I can feel that like the clot is really worrying me. At that time, I didn't know what was happening. Luckily for me, when I called the doctor, he was up. I was living where our training grounds was. The place was called Pescara. The team, most of the players live in Verona. The doctor lives in Verona. So he said he's a bit far. He should call one of the physios who is a bit closer to my house. Luckily for me as well, he called the physio and he was also up. I would not know what would happen if like I didn't get them at that night. The physio quickly rushed to my house. He came when he saw me. He said, no, you need to go to the hospital. He went to the hospital. They checked. They used some scan. They didn't see anything. So they said, but it was still paining me. And the following day, they gave me some drug I took. And I went and ran, do some bicycle very calm. But when I come home in the night, I can't anymore. So I called him again around like 8 and he said, let's go back. So we went to Milan. That's where they use some machines and detect that there was a bit of clot there. So I need to be out for 3 months. And they give me some medicine that I have to take. And I took them for 3 months. We went back and do the test again and everything was okay. Played one game, then COVID came.
Oh.
Yeah, and so they need to lock the country for 3 months and I was there alone. It was horrible situation. So that happened about the clot. So it wasn't a heart problem, it was a clot in my blood.
But that was really scary.
No, very scary. Like I was saying, it was by his grace. Because if I called the doctor and he wasn't responding at that time, I don't know in the morning what would have happened. Yeah.
Sporty FM.
But since then I've been playing actively till now. There's nothing.
There's
no
nothing.
As well. Yeah.
Thank God for that.
Thank you.
Thank God for that. Because I mean, when we all heard it, we were all very worried.
Yeah, in the morning I was in the hospital. In the morning.
Because
I put my phone on silent, and in the morning I pick my phone, it's getting to 300 missed calls.
Wow.
Then I said what was going on. So I didn't call anyone. Normally when I get injury, I don't tell my mom. Even she I have let her stop listening to commentary. When I was playing actively in the national team and the clubs, you know how our people.
Yeah.
So
about time.
So or here TV so near mute no. No here born no.
So because you have to manage her.
Exactly. Where you have
because her heart is so much with you that you have to manage her.
I will give you one story, definitely story. When we went to the AFCON 2010, I was free kicks. I was very good at training grounds. Everywhere, pam, then go, pam, go. At the tournament, I did some 3 free kicks. Me tired number. Then I think after the game, Agyemang-Badu is a very good player, committed, mentality strong, he's doing everything. But sorry to use this, sorry, it's on radio, but the question of free kick in the So after every game I play, she's the first person I will call. So I called her. Then I said, Kwajo, I said, Mommy. Born now, you the 2 hours, I'm watching no Abe Bono, me move you. I was curious. I said, what he's talking about? What they will put there, they will form a wall, and I called my junior brother Sammy. I said, Sammy, Mommy is telling me something I don't understand. He said, oh, it's a free kick. They hit you on one of the radio stations, and she heard it. I said, tell her that you should relax, everything is fine.
But your free kicks were good though.
Yeah, but in that game, actually,
but once in a while, I mean, but
yeah, but you know, it's not knowing anything about
football. Ball on where they.
Such a funny character. I know. Yeah, so normally, when I saw the course, I didn't see her call.
Mm-hmm.
Then I saw my sister and my brother's call. Then those left ministers, MPs. Then I saw, I think General's call. I said Niketia.
Mm-hmm.
Then I call back. Because we have our language we speak.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Nkran. So he's speaking Ohekama. Like, are you okay?
We're okay.
Yes. I said, yeah, Daddy, I'm fine. I said, this is the news that is going around. And I'm saying, oh. So I explained to him, and he was relaxed. And I saw a lot. I saw your call, Juliet Ibrahim, Gary Asmet.
We all called
everybody.
We all called
then
you.
I said, please, let me start calling them back and telling them what is really going on, because it was a bit scary. When I also saw the story, it was a bit scary. And you know, in Europe, they will not hide it. They put it on our website that I have this problem. So they took it from the website, and it was everywhere.
In Europe, in fact, when you were playing with Udinese, what was the most difficult game?
One game against AS Roma. I was playing with Niger Negolan.
Yeah.
He was a tough guy. Oh, Jesus Christ. Very tough midfielder. He runs a lot. He tackles very well. He will not allow you to play. And I have a very, very difficult game. But I have two midfielders that I have struggled with throughout my career. Him and Yaya Toure in the national team. Oh, yeah. Jesus Christ.
I was actually going to ask you the continent, on this African continent,
Yaya Toure.
Who are the difficult players you've played against?
Okay, Mike is a different person. I didn't play against him.
Yeah,
I played with him in the national team. So he will allow you to enjoy the game. Simple balls, try to coach you, give you the confidence like Sula and others. But Yaya Toure, if you are playing with a midfielder, when you get the ball, he will take the ball easy from you. And when he has the ball, you cannot take it from him. Yeah. You have a problem.
He's a bully in the middle.
He's very tall. You can't get closer to him because when he block you with the hand, he's like 5 meters away from the ball. And he will turn you.
He's quite big.
Yeah, big and tall.
But he's very quick.
And quick as well. And he knows how to position himself before the ball comes. He already knows where he's sending the ball to. And I really struggle with him. So, Toure in the national team, and in Italy, Raja Nengolan. At his peak. Yes.
If you just joined us, I'm talking to Emmanuel Agyemang-Badu, my good friend, former Black Stars player. He's my very special guest in the studio. He's a World Cup winner with Ghana's under-20 team, the one and only World Cup we have won at that level. So he's not a children. But in the national team, who was your best friend in the Black Stars?
Best friend. Who? I have a lot of friends, and
there might be somebody that you clicked very, very much with.
Okay, so I would say maybe John Pencil, because the background we have.
Breakum.
Yes, and we managed with the same manager, and even in camp they will say, "Oh papa, Ifro."
Okay.
Yeah, and till now I call him Poppy.
Okay.
Yeah, so so he's not a friend. He's my dad. So I don't want to take him as a friend. I related with a lot of them. Sule took me like his junior brother. Even when he was in Milan, when they have some holidays, he will comment that he will come to Udine.
When I came to you, we went to Sule's house.
Come there.
At that time, he had bought his new his new toy.
Yeah. He will come. We have one guy, Charles. His mom will cook wache. Then we eat together. He will stay with me for 2 days. Then he will go back. It's such a helpful. Well, Koya Samoa. Yes, Koya Samoa is one of my good friends in the
Koya was very big in Italy.
Jesus Christ. Yes. And he took me like like a brother. When I go to Udine, because I don't speak the language, he will take me to the mall, take me to training, do everything for me. And I lived with him for 4 years at Udinese before he left to Juventus. Asamoah have been solid in my career as well. His dad is from my region, bro, so he take me like a brother as well. And obviously, and there you agree with him from the under 20 to the senior national team. All of them.
I'm going to ask.
Mike give me his boot he used to play for the Champions League the first time. And whenever I mention his name, I need to salute him. He's top notch in my career as well. So all of them.
I'm going to ask you a very controversial question.
Yeah.
Who was the best player you played with in the national team? You played with a lot of great players, but for you, who was the best player that you played with in the national team?
Well, as a midfielder, I'll go for Michael Essien any day.
Michael Essien.
Yes.
What made him special?
Well, his the kind of mentality and his calmness when he's playing. When you are around him, the kind of privileges you get from him. But he allow you to play. He allow you to enjoy the game. He allow you to move forward. Where you need to stay, he will talk to you. You know, most of the midfielder doesn't talk on the field, but he will speak to you. He will encourage you. He will call you. Even under 20, when we were in camp, he used to call me against England. There were half of one guy, he's called Chumasi. He was in England national team.
Yeah.
Call me. Ajingo, how be? I said, Senior, I'm fine. He said, you are playing against England, eh? You close training early because Lampard and the other guys from England, they were bragging, they will beat Ghana, they will do this. And I told that my boy is there who will finish them. Please finish them for me. They have one guy, he's Chumasi, he's very strong. But I know you can work on him. Just kill him. And we beat England 4-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Mike has been very supportive, and playing along him in the national team was a privilege. So as a midfielder, I will go for him.
You played under Stephen Appiah.
Yes.
Was he the best captain you ever saw?
For what I know, yes. Yes. Very
calm, the best
relaxed.
captain.
Yes. Strong mentality. The way he speak to players, the way he come to the game, the way he carry himself. He and Asamoah and Dede is the one I have worked with. And Asamoah, you know, everybody have his character. Asamoah have a different character. Stephen have a different. But obviously, Stephen was the first captain who qualified the national team to World Cup. The achievement he have in the national team, obviously, everybody will go for him. But Asamoah and Dede too has been very great.
How would you describe Baby Jet in the Black Stars? Not as captain, but in the Black Stars.
You can. Asamoah, you can never miss. You can never, if you don't have a call up to national team, Asamoah is there. Maybe you weep. He will make you feel really comfortable. You know, he has some jovial moves and how to relate with everybody. He have that kind of blessing with him. He can relate with everyone. Whether you hate him or you don't hate him, he is not there. He is there to work, relate with everybody, laugh with everybody, and try to do his work. So Asamoah's mentality is top notch, and he is somebody every time I want to be close with, because with him you can never go sad.
You guys went into a couple of finals in AFCON.
Yes.
And then you lost them.
Yes, I think two
finals.
Yes.
You lost on penalties.
Yes.
Now, when you guys lost those two finals, or when you lost the first one, did you ever think you're going to have another chance? Because Ghana had not won AFCON since 1982. And here you were, you in particular have won the World Cup, you have won the Under-20 AFCON, and I'm sure that as a player, you were looking at celebrating the senior AFCON. Losing it in the finals to Cote d'Ivoire, how did you guys take it?
No, we were totally dead. After the game, everyone at the dressing room was dead, because I haven't seen or witnessed that a country or a club is leading 2 penalty kicks and still lost. I haven't. And 2 straight penalty kicks they missed. But we couldn't beat them.
Why?
So now I can't figure out what really transpired. It may be just unfortunate. And that is exactly why I even stopped playing international. Because if I get the privilege to be in the national team for 10 solid years, 5 African Cup of Nations, 2 finals, 3 semi-finals, and I couldn't win it. I don't have any business doing that again. I need to leave for someone to come and try. So I don't really know what happened, because when it come to penalty kicks, anything can happen. At that tournament, everything was in order for us to win the tournament. You get to the penalties, and when you get there, you know penalty kicks, anyone can miss it.
You guys had one of the most united teams, right? You had a united team.
Yeah.
If you sit back today and you watch the Black Stars of today, do you see that unity in the Black Stars?
You see, unity comes with the handlers.
Sporty FM.
It doesn't come with the mere players that you will see there. It comes with how you manage them. You see, Blasters, not only Blasters, when you go even to Nigeria, other countries, their senior teams, the players there are top-notch players. A bit of ego. Every footballer, top footballer, have a bit of ego in him. A bit of arrogance.
I don't see your own.
No, I have 2 characters. My house character, home character, and football character. Football character, there's a bit of everything inside. That day, so when it gets there, you have different mentality. Every footballer have it. Home, calm, relaxed. But in the game, or maybe when you are in camp and you need to decide for this thing, you need to stand. So it depends on the people who is handling them. Our side, you have Stephen Appiah. You can attest to the kind of person Stephen Appiah is. Sule is there. Asamoah, John Pencil, Olele Kingston, Laie Kingston. They're there. Then when they were gradually going out, we were matured to go there, and we have learnt a lot from them. So you see, Andrew, there you have that mentality through that. Also, those that can calm nerves when there's problem in camp. Apart from that, the key things in the national team that can calm nerves is the management committee of Blasters. It's key. And one sensitive matter in the Blasters is the captaincy as well. So if you're able to have a management committee, at that time we're having Tada Ansong. Tada Ansong work with Liberty Professionals. He have Asamoah Gyan, Kodjo Asamoah, Derek Boateng, Sule Muntari. Do you think when he speaks, there will be chaos? There will be fire? So when you are bringing people in position, you need to be a bit political and put some people to a certain position that when Agyemang-Badu see my big brother Fiifi, Agyemang Jai, and Charlie concentrated way, Agyemang say okay. So there are some positions you need to bring. You need to be strategic and put some people in. If you don't do that, you'll be having this petty issues. So the management committee, as I said, is a key that can bring finality to a lot of things. It's football. It's like politics. There's a lot of chaotic sense that at times happen, and you've been in camp, you can attest to some. But have you had one outside? No. There are some things, you have some big men that they can sort underground and go on the field and just play. So these are the petty things. I think when we are comparing our time to now, we are lacking a bit. But I think we are in a new year with the inclusion of Stephen, intermediary between players and some petty stuffs. The team will come good.
Do you have confidence in our coach? And were you disappointed we didn't make it to AFCON?
Yes, disappointed, yes. But as a coach, one thing I like about him, he never run away from his mistakes when he makes mistakes. In as much, maybe he have made mistake and admitted that mistakes. I like him for that. I like people who are very frank. He's a human being. He can make mistakes. But he have played here before. He doesn't know the terrain too much. So bringing somebody who doesn't know the terrain too much, you need some petty things that worries the national team. You need to tell him. One problem we've been having since I don't think at that time I was born, was our captaincy. It has been a problem in the national team, but it was manageable.
Sporty FM.
That is why I say you have some management members that will calmness and manage things so that it won't escalate to a certain point. In as much the coach have made mistakes, however, he have gained some plus as somewhere as well. He was disappointed when we couldn't qualify for the World Cup. As I was disappointed, and I made it to him. I made an interview with one of your sisters saying that I was disappointed he couldn't make it because after 24 years, a country that CAF have extended from 16 to 24, and 24 countries in Africa, and Ghana couldn't qualify for Africa Cup of Nations. He also needs to take some of the blames.
Yeah.
And he admitted that he needs to take some. The FA as well cannot run away from the blames. And as I'm very optimistic, they have also accepted the blames as well. Because you are the head of the institution. You brought the coaches. The coaches brought the players. So if there's a problem, a bit of everyone should take some of the blames.
Yeah.
So I was very disappointed we couldn't qualify. And to break a record at Kumasi Sports Stadium, for 24 years, we haven't lost any game there. And we lost a game there. CAF have increased the games from 16 to 24, and you couldn't qualify a nation like Ghana. But we are still living a past glory. And we need to stop and re-strategize and be very strong. I hope 2025 will be a very good year for us. We have cried. We have been sad for the past years. This World Cup qualifiers should be a turning point and laughter for Ghanaians. The supporters have tired a lot. They have been very, very supportive, but they are tired.
Will we qualify? What are the things we need to do to qualify?
Well, it's three things I would say. They will always get the support from our Ghana supporters. That one, no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Whether people are angry about the national team,
they still love their Black
voice
Stars.
will come for the Black Stars. I have a friend, they will say they will not watch the game again. The national team mess up. Then Black Stars will be playing, and all my friend me. Na scoreline is saying. So you see,
they still love the Black Stars. Yeah.
They don't hate us. They think we can do more, considering the kind of quality players we have. So at times it's emotion that comes in, then maybe some abusive word will come. But our supporters have been there for us. So now, fortunately for us, we are in the race. 9 points with Comoros, 9 points. Second on the group, Mali 7, and others 6, 4, and 0 points. Now we need to launch Operation 6 points. Chad and Madagascar have to go down if you want to qualify. The coach, for now, I think he have learnt a lot. If he haven't learnt, then I don't know the kind of support he needs again. Because every support, the government, the federation, the supporters, everybody have to give him. They have given it to him. If we are relying on only the AFCON qualifiers, I don't think he will be there. But the FA still get confidence in him and give him a new contract or say, no, you can do it, stay. Now he doesn't have anything to go wrong again.
Yeah.
So we will support him 120%. Operation 6 points will be launched. Stephen, who has been in the national team for long, captain the team, knows everything about the team, have to help the coach as well to let him know the kind of things he needs to do in the national team. The FA itself have to be opened to everybody so that they can. But Fee, let me tell you one thing. In our time, when we were in camp, I have Sikasem. He's one of the supporters in your people. He come to our camp and take off my hair. He's my baba. Me and some of the players. Listen, if the FA can open up, the supporters love their guys. It's not like they will come there and they will hate them. They want to have that kind of vibe. When you go to Nigeria, it's there now. You see their journalists with them doing interviews, talking to them. You know, all these kind of things bring a bond with the players and the supporters. Yeah. So they should open up a bit. Let the boys, because most of them are not from here. They don't know how the supporters are. They don't know if they are calm, they are not this. But at times, it's the game that they lose that bring that kind of emotions. Yeah. But they love them.
They love them.
They love them a lot. So when the guys, the players come, they should open a bit, give the media to a bit of freedom to just have a connection. The word is connection because it's a national team. This is not a club side that is for only one person that you can take decision that okay, me team no, I will not allow these people to do this. I'll have this security. Yes, you can have a security for them, but listen, nobody is coming to the national team side to bring a gun or a knife to mess up any of the players. They love them. Let them have this kind of feeling with the guys. Some want to come take picture with them, show it on social media and be happy. And we will get our support and love back. Apart from that, our boys, most of them are not from here, in as much as a Ghanaian. So most of the terrain staff, we don't know pitches are worrying them, culture. I did talent identification courses and analysis in sports. Talent identification, you know, when you want to nurture talent and the person outside, you want to bring him to your country, there's 3 key things: socialization, culture, and demand of the country. The boys should know that Ghana is a demanding country when it comes to our sports, especially our football, especially our blasters. And the 20, you do cry, do 10 cry now. They don't care too much, but the blasters is everything because it brings all the political opponents and everybody together. So socialize. So the demand
is
they
high.
need to high. They need to the guys know, Charlie, we want you to come up to play for the national team. Okay, we have the Michaelesian, that is the Agyemang-Badu. Sule is nice, but I tell them here the national team is demanding. The supporters are demanding. So when you go, please bring everything out. Apart from that, our pitches are very horrible. So when you come, whatever you see, please try and manage it and fight for them. When you fight for this badge, the way the supporters will love you and support you, just give him that kind of spirited thing so that he will be in the head. So that when he's coming and you see Lagos Sports Stadium, oh, they have already told me, I know what is going on, so it's fine. I will just go out and play. Then, because this one is coming from Spain, he doesn't speak English. This is one from England. This one is from Serqua. This is one from here. The vibe won't be there because when they sit, I had to say many review in community, you will speak tree, you will speak like that. It's not like that. So they have to try and bring them together because when I watch them doing their work, you will see there's because of socialization. No, they don't know there are different groups. Kakra, the AFA and the management members should come and just merge them a bit for us. Apart from that, culture, they are gradually getting there. So after 1.5-2 years, now they know what is at stake and what the nation wants and what they need to do. And we will support them. It's a new year. We beg them. We are pleading with them. What have happened. They shouldn't think about the qualifiers that happened 2023, 2024, and we couldn't qualify for the African Cup of Nations. We need to qualify for the World Cup. That is a sure bet now. It won't be easy. There are some games they will lose. There was some game maybe we'll get a draw. But they should up something a bit more and bring the national team back to glory because we believe in them and we think they can do it. You have a star boy like Kudus in your team, Semenyo, Inaki Williams, Salis, who again, Isaku. See what Myanmar have started doing in France.
And yet we are struggling.
So we will keep supporting them. We will try to calm the supporters to keep supporting them. When the insult or some words come, they should take it in good faith. It's not like the supporters hate them, but it comes at times with the game. In as much we are saying that we are pleading with the supporters also to let them know that, okay, the terrain will take a bit of time because there's no transition. Like always, me, my Bobo Sekwasa, I know every pitch on this Africa here, I can play there. Most of them, they can't. So we need to manage some petty things for them also to feel that they are here and they have our support. But trust me, what I have spoken to some of the supporters, all what they are saying is they want them to be there, fight. Our time we didn't win in a World Cup. We didn't win in African Cup.
But we saw the fight.
But you said the fight.
That
is
you
exactly
fought for the badge.
What the supporters are asking for. And for 1 or 2 years, some of the guys have played. I think now they have seen that is the only thing the supporters are looking for. And Stephen, as he is with them right now, I think things will change.
All right, if you just joined us, my guest in the studio is Emmanuel Agyemang-Badu. Bedu, if I look at you've played in many stadia in Europe and in Ghana. Which of the stadia in Accra, in Ghana, do you love to play?
Kumasi.
Kumasi Sports Stadium.
Every game. It's only one game that I play in Kumasi and I didn't score.
Which one was that? Egypt.
Egypt.
Yes.
Yeah. Even I have some bullets and the goalkeeper saved it. Yeah. All the games. Yes. All the games I played there and I've scored from the national under 20 to black under 23. Even we played against Nigeria there. And won all the national team black games. So that's my favorite stadium.
Right. All right. We'll take a little break for him to have a breather, and then when we come back. At the point, I'll open the phone lines for you. If you have any question to ask him, then you can also send in your question and ask him whilst we go on. So let's just take a little break and then we'll come back. My guest is Emmanuel Agyemang-Badu.
He's doing well in his club. If the coach thinks otherwise, you will support that. If Andre tomorrow he wake up and say, Agyemang, I'm done. He have more than 120 games in the national teams, 8 African Cup of Nations, 4 or 3 World Cups. He doesn't need much from the national team, and the national team doesn't need much. He will be very appreciative to what the nation have done for him. But let's leave this for him to decide if he still wants to further or to stop. I don't want to go on that tangent with him to ask him, no. I don't want anyone to leave the national team with bitterness.
Yeah.
Let's let the person live.
Decide
and live with a clean heart so that we will have a very good...
It looks like a lot of our players, our captains, leave the national team with a very bitter, taste in their mouth. Yes. It started from Abedi Pele in 1998. Abedi left the national team in Burkina Faso with a very heavy heart. Maybe Steve Napier, no. But Asamoah Gyan, yes.
What happened to Asamoah, we all saw it.
Yes.
And exactly what is happening to Andre. So in as much you want to push people from the national team, let's be very manageable and see how best we can go on it, because
even Asamoah, we haven't done a testimonial for him yet.
Precisely, and I'm shocked up to this time.
Yeah,
someone like Asamoah Gyan, I'm still. All right,
let me get to the phone lines and come back. Hello, good evening. Hello,
good evening, Mr. Banson.
Yes, our boss. Your name is?
It's Kwesi from Adenta.
Let's hear you, Kwesi. Kwesi, there's so much noise where you are.
Oh, okay. Is it better now?
We can manage it. Let's hear you.
Okay. All right. I would like to find out from Agyemang-Badu, what was Coach Selasie's message to the team going into that final against Brazil? And after the red card, were they confident that they were going to get over the line?
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. He says, what was Selasie's message to you after the red card?
He said we should have a different mentality, stand strong, be collective, work together, and after this tournament, we might not come here again. Most of us will be grown at that time. We cannot play the 20 games, so we should do whatever we can. And even if after we lose, they will appreciate us.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what he said to you guys?
Yes.
Well, let's get back onto the phone line, 054-257-1061. You can get onto the phones and call us, 054-257-1061. He asked 2 questions, if I'm right. He said that, what did Salas tell you after the red card? And when you were going into the finals, did you guys think that you were going to win that trophy?
Against Brazil, it was very difficult, of course, to think that you are going to win. But once you are there, you need to try your best. And we were having quality as well.
Yeah.
We were having a lot of qualities. So, in as much it was difficult, we were very optimistic that we would do something.
Somebody's asked me to ask you this question. He says I should ask you, why was Opoku Agyemang running after you? And he was telling you something after scoring the penalty.
This story. Anytime I talk about this one, then they will misquote me and write different things about it. Okay.
Here at Sporty, we don't misquote. We'll just play your voice.
So, what happened was, when they missed the penalty, Brazil missed it. It left with me, myself, and with Opoku Agyemang, David Addy, and maybe our goalkeeper. So one of us have to play. Where our goalkeeper was, I cannot communicate with him because he was very far away from the center. So I have David Addy on my left, Opoku Agyemang on my right. I told David that, will you go and take it? He said, hey, no. When I turn and I look at Opoku, the way he looked at me, I knew that Charlie Mekakro. So I say, "Koboy, no." So the kind of running I was doing, how will I even know who was at the back of my? So when I came home, please, people should listen, because they always misquote. When I came home, then I was doing one of interviews like that. Then the interviewer asked me that, hey, they said when Opoku was chasing you, he was telling you to wear your clothes, because when FIFA see your body, they will think you are more. The way I laughed, I said, bro, play the video again and see if he was saying something, and if I can listen. You've been in football. If you are running like this and somebody is chasing you
with the noise in the stadium, the crowd.
He wasn't even saying anything. He wanted to hold me so that they will come on me.
Yeah.
And I didn't want it to be there. Then all of them will come
and jump
on me. That's why I was running. But I didn't know where. But Ghana is a very interesting country. And this kind of things, it makes the game very lovely as well. So I don't hold any grudge about anything.
Okay. Let me get back on the phones. Good evening.
Good evening.
Your name is?
My name is Alex.
Alex, let's hear you. Agyemang-Badu is in the studio.
Calling from Kofodia.
Nice one.
Yeah. It's a humble play. You see, that batch, we love them so much.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to tell you, but if they can organize themselves, one day then they will come and play with even any team, even if it's Kotoko has. They will get that feeling, or they will get that feeling we used to have, we have had previously.
Mm-hmm.
So like Agyemang-Badu, Opoku Agyemang, and the squad, if they can organize, I strongly believe they are still active and they can play, so that we'll get that feeling that happened earlier.
Okay.
So it is a humble player.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Greetings to everybody from Kofodia. Now, a few messages says that great to have you back in the studio. Okay, Benjamin, thank you for that one. Anaya says great interview. Thank you. Nostalgia. Bring back the glory days. Aminu Shadow. Okay, Aminu Shadow sends this one.
A big man.
He says, a tear even dropped from my eyes. Indeed, the best days will surely come.
Bless you. Of course, it will come. Operation 6 points for
Aminu,
now.
they will come. Don't worry.
Operation 6 points, Aminu.
Yeah, Aminu. the good days will come.
Obviously, yes.
So long as we don't play the blast match at Tuba.
Hey.
I know. I pull his legs. Bernardo Bill says, good evening, Mr. Banson. Big up to Agyemang-Badu. A very well-respected ex-player. Good to hear from him. Okay, so these are some of the messages on our X Spaces coming into the studio. And then we get back onto the line. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, I'm good.
Boss man.
Yeah, I'm back again. I want to ask one last question.
Okay.
I beg.
Yes, let's hear you.
Okay, so I want to ask him, like, what was his biggest regret? Like, if he has one, his biggest regret in football.
Okay.
Like a decision he took that he realized that it was not a good decision.
Okay.
And he regretted it.
Okay. All right, yeah. I'll ask him for you. Thank you very much. It says, what is your biggest regret in football?
Well, I will not say it's a decision I took, but my biggest regret is not winning African Cup of Nations for Ghana. Apart from that, I think some of the decisions I've taken in my career has been very, very great for me. But no winning nothing for Ghana. The kind of money they have spent on me, and I haven't won anything for them. I think that's my biggest regret.
Agyemang-Badu, so what striker will you recommend the coach to use in the game for Ghana?
It's one day. But we have a very good strikers. We have Semenyo. Just that they need to feed him. He at times
he's playing so well for
a lot of runs.
Yeah, he's playing so well for his club, Bournemouth.
In as much that he also have to learn the kind of our style of play. Our guys to have to know his style of play. He like direct balls because he have the speed and he can take players 1v1 as well. Just that at first he was suffering with the physicality of the African game. But I think he has grown now and understand how it works now. So we need to feed him a lot of balls, and he will come very good for the national team. Semenyo, I don't want to talk about what he's doing in England. He gradually fitting in our game in Africa as well because he have the strength.
He's very physical.
Very physical. And Starboy, he's from here, so he knows the terrain as well. And they will come good this year.
If you should have the opportunity to play for the Black Stars, what would you do differently for the team to win trophies?
Speak to them. Be a leader for them. Support them. Whenever there's a problem, I will take the problem by myself. Let them insult me and I will protect them. That's all.
Okay. Where is Abeku Kwanzaa now? All these questions from Mickey from Aguna.
He's a coach with one of the academies in Accra.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he's in Accra here.
Right.
But he do coaching now.
Currently, what do you do? Because I know you were with Right to Dream at some point, or you were doing something with Right to Dream.
Okay, so after the talent identification courses I did, and I did some scouting for them for I think like 4 or 5 times. I still have a great relationship with them because of Derek. I'm not there 100%. I speak to them, and I do some scouting for some agents in UK as well. We have a team in Ghana as well. Myself with one of my brothers, Della, and Kopan, Edwin, and we are partnering Rambetran and Louis from UK.
Okay.
So I don't know if you recall, last year we were able to send one of our players to Chelsea for trial.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Fatau Ishaku. Fatau. We loaned him to Legon Cities now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're still in football.
Well, what's your take on the Ghana Premier League? And, because at the point when you were coming back, from Europe, you wanted to play for Kotoko again.
Yes.
But you ended up with Olympics for a little bit. What's your take on the quality of football we are seeing on the Ghana Premier League scene?
The quality have gone down a bit. There's still more quality in the game, just that they have dropped a bit. The mentality side have also dropped a bit. It's a generation thing, so I don't want to say it's every generation the kind of players or the kind of things you meet. And you see the ball now have been very, it looked like it's programmed, very soft, light, play, engine. But our time it was with power. So there's a bit of changes in it. However, I have watched most of the Premier League games. I've gone to Berekum to watch Kotoko or go to Takwa. I've been watching because of the scouting I'm doing for some agents in Europe. It's just unfortunate that thing happened and we went on races for 1 month and gradually is back. It's not that bad. What I can say, looking at the league table, I will give it a plus. Looking at the league table, Hasselhoff 34. No, is that 37 now? Or maybe 34, yes. Kotoko the same. Heart of Lions doing well. Mediama have clamp. When you go down there, Legon Cities, Accra Lions, everybody is struggling down there. So, looking at the league table, I think it's not that bad. Just that you can improve a lot. But the quality have dropped a bit. But you don't blame them too much. It's a generational thing. The game have come to be a bit of scientific.
Sometimes, like in Brazil, some of the players, after sojourning in Europe for all these years, they'll go back and play for Corinthians, Flamengo. They'll go back and play for the Brazilian teams, But you don't see that often with our Ghanaian players, except that you came in, you played for Olympics a little bit, Sule Muntari played for Hearts of Oak, but you don't find our foreign-based players who are gradually getting off the hill, coming to, Asamoah also came for Legon Cities a little bit, but
Sule was with
Hearts of Oak, yes. You don't often see our players going down the hill, getting into the Ghana Premier League to bring some difference, because when Sule came back to Hearts of Oak,
it was massive.
Yes, he brought some beautiful things to Hearts of Oak. Why is it not so with you for the foreign-based players or some of your colleagues?
The issue is, when we comes back, is a club who gains a lot more than us. Because I wasn't taking anything from Olympics. Maybe Sule wasn't taking anything from Hearts of Oak as well. So who is gaining? It's a club that gains. So I will say there's a lot that wants to play, but they don't know the kind of treatment they are going to get. If you are relying on the treatment or the kind of thing that has been going on, you will not play. A lot is going on. A lot. Managing the players is not up there. It's not up to expectation. So after seeing everything in your career from Europe, and you are coming home just to relax, have a bond with the guys, and let them have that kind of experience from you. And there's a lot of fuller buyers to come and disrespect the name you have made yourself. You will better stay aside and just enjoy your holidays. I think that's the problem. How to manage the players that come from outside. They can't hear.
Yeah. That's a difficult one.
That's a difficult one.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you get the chance again to play, I mean, if I should rewind back the years for you to play again, the things that you have done, would you do the same things or you change something?
I will change something, because once you are growing, you become experienced and you learn a lot. It's like our president now, he's been the president, and his second coming, you see how he have changed and things have really changed. So once you get the opportunity, you might change one or two things that will help in your career. At that time, I wasn't having a lawyer. And
it was all by yourself.
By yourself or my manager. But trust me, you need a strong backing when you are a footballer.
Yeah.
A lot of things happens. I don't want to go into details with a lot of things, but you need somebody who is well educated and committed to help you to grow. Because there's life after football. Yeah. And the life after football is very crucial. 33, 34, you are done. 35 maximum. Ghana players, we are done. If by God's grace he's giving you 80 years in life, you are going to live for like 56 years. Yeah. You are not doing anything. It's a key in your career. So you need somebody
to direct
you. Your financial aspect is very important.
Financially, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm grateful.
Did you invest?
Yeah, I did what I can do.
With your mother around there, you invest.
I have somewhere to lay my head. That's the most important thing.
With your mother around there, you look sharp.
The first priority is to get a house where you're there. Even if I'm eating Gary, nobody knows that.
Yeah, of course.
So once I have somewhere very comfortable, very, very comfortable, lay my head down, I'm grateful. I'm okay.
How's your wife doing?
She's doing very, very well.
How is she enjoying the Agyemang-Badu, Mrs. all that?
She is not a football fan. I don't think if you're asking how many people play football,
she'll be able to tell you that.
She will be watching some of my videos. Hey, 20 years old. But she's very good. She's very good, and so far so good. Everything is fantastic.
Somebody says, please, when will a befitting ceremonial game be organized for Abedi by you, the ex-players? Oh wow, okay.
Well, that would be great, eh?
Because Abedi, I don't remember they have done anything for Abedi as well.
Yeah, it's pathetic, eh?
Yeah.
There's some things we don't allow them to be lying somewhere. Then we go and cry and be reading their their testimony or whatever.
We take things for granted.
We take things for too granted in this country.
Take things for granted.
An icon like Abedi.
Yes.
Asamoah Gyan.
Yes.
Sule Mike. We have a lot. And we can bring them together. If you don't want to differentiate and do it one by one, we can bring them together.
Yeah.
Do it nicely.
Nice testimonial.
Yeah.
In Europe, which team do you support?
My team is no good. I'm shy.
Which one? Arsenal.
Manchester United. The way I said I'm shy, you should understand me.
Maybe too, I'm shy.
You are with us. Astra. Oh, at least you are qualifying for Champions League.
Yeah, than you.
But listen, for yesterday, you couldn't beat us with this our team. I think they should give us 4 points. Or maybe 9 points. Because you see our bench. Nobody.
Yesterday, I didn't watch the game.
No, I watched it.
I didn't want to watch it.
It came to a time I was even dozing.
I've stopped watching Arsenal games because of Arteta.
Oh, I'm not doing that bad. Just that generally he should have gone for a striker.
Yeah.
I didn't know what
we have stopped. Which coach would you say made the most for you? I mean, in terms of influenced you the most
in Ghana here.
Ghana and Europe?
Okay, so in Europe I'll go for Francesco Guidolin.
Okay.
In Ghana I'll go for 2 coaches. I don't want Pakwesi Fabian and Slastete.
Okay.
Bobo, yes.
Okay. Pakwesi Fabian, at the time we were in Novara with him when we came to.
He picked me from Berlin FC to Berekum Arsenal.
Oh, okay.
And he'll help me grow, give me playing time. I'm always grateful for him.
Okay. Agyemang,
my brother.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you for coming on the show, and thank you for having the time, and thank you for serving Ghana, and thank you for all the things you have done, the trophies you have won, the victories and the battles you have given to Ghana, and Ghana is very grateful. And I want to thank you on behalf of my team, the Sporty FM team. We are very grateful that you joined us on the show today. We wish you all the best.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure as well.
Yeah.
To sit here, and thank you very much for the first journalists that have covered my
signing.
My signing, and I really appreciate it. I will never forget about that day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ghana, for everything.
Wow. Agyemang-Badu. That's my very special guest in the studio today.